that we see practiced by great filmmakers, great nonfiction filmmakers. And there is none more skillful at that art than our filmmaker today, Gianfranco Rosi. His films include Boatman, Below Sea Level, El Sicario, Room 164. His film Sacro Gra in 2013 won the Golden Lion Award at the Venice Film Festival, a highly unusual feat for a nonfiction film. And this year, his film Fire at Sea won the Golden Bear Award at the Berlin Film Festival, also highly unusual. This film is going to be opening up in theaters later on this fall. We are very pleased to have the director here with us today. Please welcome Gianfranco Rosi.
Good evening. I've been traveling now with this film for months, since Berlin. It's always an emotion to face the audience, and this is a special audience, a special festival. I was here in Toronto 20 years ago with my first film, Boatman, and then back here. So it's like a long journey from my film to this film here, and thank you so much for choosing this time of the day to come to see this film. There's a person I want to thank, Carla Cattani. She hates that. Carla, where are you? She always disappears. Now you have to stand up, Carla, 1 second, please. Okay. Because Carla, she's the one that asked me, basically, to do this film in Lampedusa. And when I had so many doubts and fears of facing such a big subject, and to encounter this island in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, she really gave me strength and courage to do it. So, thank you. And well, I spent in Lampedusa 1.5 years shooting this film and editing also the film in Lampedusa. I asked my editor to come there to edit. It was like a sort of, I wanted to be like a method editing. I was telling him. I wanted the editor also to be immersed in that reality that I lived day by day for 1.5 years without basically ever moving from the island. And many people ask me, is this a feature film? Are these people actors? Is the kid an actor? No, they're all real people, and they're just basically themselves. And they gave me the opportunity to enter intimately in their life and the trust somehow to share a big part. Another things that people ask me often is why there's not much interaction between the island and the people and the migrant arriving this island. And the answer is because there's no interaction. Because 3 years ago, 4 years ago, there was like institutionalized something called Mare Nostrum, which the border of Lampedusa was pushed in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea between Lampedusa and Libya. So most of the boats are intercepted in the middle of the sea on a rescue operation or whatever. And then they're brought into the island, and then once they arrive there, they're brought into a center where they spend a couple of days, and then from there, they go to the mainland in Italy to be somehow given the status of a refugee or some time often send it back where they come from, which they say, but that's a different movie. So somehow in my film, there's never really an interaction between these two elements that barely touch each other. And in between, there's an incredible man that I met there, and his name is Dr. Bartolo, who somehow is in between these two worlds. And this came for me also like a metaphor, what's happening right now in Europe, that these two worlds somehow they can never really interact. And I wanted to underline that in the movie. And I wanted to underline this tragedy that Europe is right now not able to face in a political way. Because since I made the film already, 5,000 more people died on trying to reach freedom. And Lampedusa is the beacon of freedom for these people. And in the last 15 years, more than 20,000 people died. So it's really like a slaughter. It's like, I maybe use a big word, like an Holocaust, and we are all aware of the death of these people, and we don't do absolutely anything. So the film wants to be a cry for help, and for me it's unacceptable that people find death on the need of finding freedom and escaping from all kinds of tragedy. But I will be here for Q&A. I stopped talking. Sorry. And you can ask all the questions you want. I hope you're going to be here later and sharing the question. Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here. Here's Fire at Sea.